Welcome back. You're watching Investors Guide on ET Now. Thanks for staying with us. Vishal Kapoor joins us now from the Standard Chartered office in Mumbai to answer a couple of your questions. Vishal, our first question comes in from Srinivas Wrightson. He's 27 years old with a CTC of 5 lakh rupees. And he started investing, he tells us, really late. And he sent us a list of his investments. He has 1 lakh rupees in a bank fixed deposit. He has 20,000 rupees in NCDs, and he has 10,000 rupees invested in equity. Little lopsided towards debt, it would seem. He also has a loan of 20 lakh rupees from LIC Housing Finance, and he's given that property on rent, and it's earning him 14,000 rupees every month. So that offsets his EMI of 19,000 rupees a month. Now, he wants to buy a 3-bedroom apartment for 35 lakh rupees in the next 5 years, and he wants to know how he can shift around his investments to pay for that apartment. Vishal.
Pay for Srinivas, unfortunately we do not have his savings potential today, but I'm going to assume that Srinivas can save about 20 to 25,000 rupees per month based on the CTC that is indicated to us. Now, if you're saving 20,000 Srinivas, then we also know that 5,000 rupees is the net outflow from the existing house that you have, which is the EMI minus the rent that you're receiving on a net basis. That leaves us with about 15,000 rupees of monthly savings that you can deploy towards any other financial asset. Your goal of actually buying the 35 lakh rupee house in 5 years, we believe you could actually do it well by actually putting this 15,000 rupees of net savings to use through an SIP. Now, you're young and you can take a slightly aggressive, slightly more risk, and therefore the aggressive asset allocation plan with a few mutual funds may be the way to go. So put your 15,000 rupees into an SIP in the aggressive plan for the next 4-5 years. Now, during this period, if you come across a property that you really like, then you could use part of this saving to actually, as the funding required for the down payment. The balance amount, I'm afraid you may want to borrow. And, housing rates are obviously among the cheaper sort of loans available, therefore it may not be a bad thing. You must keep in mind, though, that you have most of your savings then in 2 properties. And one thing you must consider is that is it actually worthwhile for you to put some savings into other asset classes like equity or even gold. Keep in mind, in time, 2 EMIs, everything going into real estate may be a bit of a concentration in real estate for you.
The next question comes in from Sayan Basu, who writes in from Delhi, works for an IT firm and takes home 34,000 rupees per month. Now, he tells us he has a term cover of 25 lakh rupees. He has a ULIP policy of 6,000 rupees as premium per annum and a traditional plan from Bajaj Alliance, for which he is paying 13,000 rupees as premium. Now, he wants to get married in the next 2 to 3 years, and he wants to buy a flat. He tells us his father will also retire in a year's time. Now, he currently has savings of 1.5 lakh rupees. He wants to know if he can save enough money through investments to pay for the wedding, the home, and cover the expenses of his house once his father retires. Do you think that will be possible, Vishal?
Say for Sayan, again, we don't know his savings rate, but we're going to make some estimates. Now, if we think that Sayan can save about 15 to 20,000 rupees per month out of the monthly earnings that he has, then we would think that the priority for him right now is funding his marriage. And if it's only 2 to 3 years away, then I would recommend that he keeps that money in fixed income products. He could choose between some attractive bank fixed deposits as well as some fixed income products, maybe an FMP as well, if you can get one for 2 years or 3 years. Those might be good ways for you to maximize return given the attractive interest rates that you have today, and not take too much risk, because you want to limit the downside that 2 or 3 years later, when he's ready for his marriage, if the stock market is not doing too well, then you don't want his budget constrained because of that. Now, the other objective that he has of buying a house, any money that he saved minus what is required for his marriage should be used as the down payment for his home loan. So he will need to borrow, which is fine for his age, but the cash left over after his marriage budget should be used as the home loan. So he should prefer, and we would prefer, a safe plan for him, given the fact that his marriage is only 2 to 3 years away.
All right, Vishal. Thank you so much for joining us on Investors Guide and answering our questions. Remember, if you have questions for Vishal or any of our other experts, you can write to us on the email ID at the bottom of your screen. And tune in next week to catch Investors Guide. Thanks for watching.